Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm currently walking to the vehicle, and as you can tell, it's parked in the furthest parking lot that I could find for various reasons. We may or may not have received some complaints about the catback system being a bit loud at 4 a.m. in the morning. I guess it doesn't help when you're leaving that early, right? How can you not love this absolute weapon of a car? Damn. So last week, guys, I actually waxed my car for the first time and I felt very guilty about it. But for those of you who don't know the difference, I'm going to show you what it looks like with the wax coat on the car. Very good for the car, very good for the lacquer on the paint. It just creates an extra buffer layer. But what it also does is with water runoff, and I'm going to show you guys now, it looks so sick. It's called beading. So the water beads on the car rather than drapes and runs down or sits in the cracks or the little cuts that there are in the paintwork. So the wax basically provides a smoother layer. I'm going to show you guys now. So very, very clearly you can see the water is beading, and it's pretty logical what it means. The water's in little beads rather than runoff. But this will literally just come flying off the car. So it creates a very, very smooth surface. It looks really satisfying. But that's pretty much what beading means. You can see it all over the car. Wherever you've done the wax is where you should see the beading taking place. So also bonnet. I did also do the windows, which is quite nice. You can see there's actually not even water on here because it's obviously just not been able to sit on there. I did do it on the wing mirrors, but you can it's looking a bit, it's wearing off now, you can see. Anyways, enough of the water beading that nobody asked for. We're going to get a cold start, guys. So if you've got earphones on, which I recommend you wear, beware, it's going to be a very loud sound shortly. It's parked over here, guys. Right, now I don't know if you guys can hear this, but there's like a metal, sometimes on the cold start, there's like a metal, idly clanky sound on the exhaust. I know it's an issue with the Monza exhausts, but I have no back box on this. It's not doing it now. I'm hoping it's going to. I've checked the clamps on the air, they're all tight, but there's like a weird metal tangy sound. I don't know if it's got something to do with the catalytic converter, I'm not too sure. Of course it's not going to do it now, but if anyone else has experienced that same issue with like the exhaust system and that clanging metal sound, drop a comment below. It sounds good now. Starters just started to drop, you know, when it goes from high revs to low. Time to give it a bit of horns, guys. Stay tuned. Yeah, buddy. Sport mode, TTC, everything. Here we go. It's that turbo whistle. Let's go. Car. Truck. sport mode, they really do become something else. Like if you drive around in non-sport mode, it feels like an absolute donkey. It's horrible. Obviously it's meant to be more fuel economical, but then again I do wonder if it really is, because my average fuel consumption is lower, is lower. My miles per gallon I get less if I drive around in non-sport mode versus when I do drive around sport mode. And I think it also, a lot of that will equate to what you do as your daily driving. So yes, the non-sport probably is more economical in some other ways, but the type of driving I do, which is kind of open roads, lots of roundabouts versus traffic lights, aka robots we call them in South Africa. So yeah, I don't really know, but for my type of driving, sport mode is actually more economical for my car and my petrol. So yeah, for those of you who are scared about sport mode and fuel consumption, run a test for a week, reset your odometers and run the test and see what your average is. Compare 1 week to the other. Mine is more economical in sport mode. Damn it. What I was really going to say though, guys, as well, was that the car stiffens up, everything changes obviously, and you can feel it. It's so different when you're going through corners, when you're going around roundabouts. Like if it's not in sport mode, you can feel there's so much less traction control going on with the vehicle and suspension work. So that sport button really does make a huge impact, which is now some cars, you hit the sport button, not much changes. It obviously depends on what car we're talking about here, but in general, those of you who have Abarths, you'll know. But guys, I'm going to try and give you a full experience of what it's like to own one of these cars with a catback system. As is the whole point of these vlog styles, these cars are not bad at all. They really are fun for the value that you pay for them. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're in gear 2. We're going to do a little pull. We do have a learner just up ahead, so I'm just giving them some space. Okay, gear 2, here we go. Not too bad. There's a lot of traffic here, so just waiting till we get a bit more open road. In my last video, guys, I was saying what is nice about the setup on this car, which any of you can achieve very easily, is when you put your foot down, then you really hear the car, and it doesn't sound like poopy quality. It sounds really nice. Of course, the haters will disagree, but we don't worry about that. But in terms of the sound that comes from these cars, chef's kiss all year round. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we've got a gear 3 pull coming up. I don't know if you guys can ever hear those gargles. How's this old girl? Which lane would you like, my friend? Unbelievable. Gear 3. Hey! Woo! I can be a child sometimes, guys. I really can. Especially when it comes to cars and turbos and power. Okay, we've got an on-ramp coming up. Let's see, sometimes I like to be like a speedway racer entering these, but depends. sit there for 5 minutes, especially if it's a four-way. You're going to hear a whole lot of turbo whistle now. See if you can hear it. And it's really annoying because I know it's going to come through on the camera, so apologies guys, I need to adjust something. It's one thing I always loved about these cars, is that low tone, deep grumble, and it's got so much torque. Sorry. What I was going to say was actually the torque on these cars. Like if you're in gear 2, gear 3, you could push it and take off from like maybe a 5 mile an hour takeoff on gear 3. Like the car wouldn't stutter, you wouldn't have any of those issues. But that's just the torque, isn't it? It's beautiful for such a small little thing. And we are back, guys, at the parking lot where it all began. The empty parking lot where only the naughties park. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as promised, guys, the content is going to be coming back into action. Life, to say the least, has been crazy. I've had my folks over from South Africa, been spending a lot of time where it matters the most. And for me, family is a big one. So also to you guys, my community and my YouTube family, thank you to those of you who have subscribed. For those of you who are maybe watching this for the first time, if you don't mind hitting a like and a subscribe, show your boy some love. Share this page out to those who do have a bath. Share this page out to those who you know may be looking to get a bath. These cars are now classics, guys, which is quite weird to think about. The cars, if you've gotten a bath, they officially are not making the petrol ones anymore. So hold on to it. It's going to become a piece of history, 100%. But guys, we are back at this parking lot. As you can tell, literally no one parks here. This is like my own private parking, if you will, because the catback system is a little bit loud. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that there was some sort of humor in there for you, or at least even a bit of experience in terms of what it's like to own an Abarth 595, the fun you can have on a day-to-day aspect, and efficiently in terms of finances, in terms of petrol, like miles per gallon. I'm averaging, guys, my current odometer is saying 35.9 miles per gallon, but that's in non-sport mode. Ironically, in sport mode, I'm averaging 37, which is quite weird. But yes, guys, thank you so much to those of you who stuck around. See you guys in the next one. Yeah, buddy.